Um, Hello guys, welcome to lesson. In this lesson, we want to solve selected questions in the 2023 ECZ and GCE exams that were written somewhere past 10th and 11th, right? To be specific, we'll deal with paper 2, all right? Okay. So we are interested in this exam. Interested in this exam. Okay. Yeah, the 2023 GCE exam. This one was written on the 11th of August. Okay, so in this paper, we want to look at question 2. All right, from question 2. Okay. So we'll start with question 2A, but then we'll do B. So I'm just trying to get space. Okay, so question 2A is as follows. In a geometric progression, the second term, which is 2, is equal to 21. T2 is equal to 21. Sorry for that. T2 is equal to 21. And the fourth term, T4, is equal to 189. Now, first question was find the first term and the common ratio. Applying therefore that for Roman numeral 1, we can use the general expression for the nth term of a GPA is subscript n AR n minus 1. Implying that for T subscript 2, it means our n is 2. Our n is 2 here, you can check. Our n is 2, right? It will be AR 2 minus 1, and they're telling us that the answer must be 1. Implying therefore that we have got AR 2 minus 1 is a 1 equal to 21. We can call this equation 1. Also, we have T4. T4 is equal to AR n will be 4 plus 1 is equal to 189. Okay? Implying therefore that AR to the power 3 is equal to 189, and this becomes our second equation. Now, we are going to solve these equations, right, simultaneously. And now, because we see that in equation 1 there is a, and equation 2 there is a, so these two can divide because we are multiplying them. Then there's r to the power 1 here, and here is r to the power 3. So r to the power 1 can easily divide into r to the power. So we divide, I'm just doing this so that you're able to follow. 2 by 1. Applying that, we have ar to the power 3 equal to 189. Then we divide this by ar in 1. Okay. Now, this is equal to a and a will divide r into r to the power 3 to be r squared is equal to 189 divided by 21. You can use a calculator. This is allowed, and you get 9. To get r, we introduce a square root here. Introduce a square root, so there will be plus or minus. So this and this, find that r will be equal to plus or minus 9. Okay, so that is the first one. Our common ratio is each one. Then we can find the first term because the question is saying find the first term and the common ratio. So common ratio has been found. Now we find the first term. So we can pick either equation 1 or equation 2. So this implies that AR is equal to 21. Now, one we can find two answers, all right? So for that question, it's important to give conditions, otherwise there'll be a lot of work which you can find. You can take R as positive or negative. So R will be, take note, the square root of 9 here is 3. So plus or minus 3. So we can take positive 3 is equal to 21. So when we divide by 3, our A is equal to 7. But if we are taking negative, it means our A would have been in negative. Okay. Okay. The 60th term, number 2, Tn is equal to AR minus 1. So in this case, we take A and the A as in. We'll start with the A as what? We take A as the positive 7. It means our R will be 7. A as positive 7. Okay. A is positive 7, means our R is positive 3. Our R is positive 3. So this will imply that we have got T. Since we want the 60th term to be T subscript 6 is equal to our first term is 7. From bracket, our R is 3. The power 6. 6 minus 1. Okay, so T6 is equal to 7, open bracket, 3 to the power 5. So you can find that. You can use your calculator because paper 2 is around. So we get 7 by 3 to the power 5. Right, and eventually you get okay, what do we get? Okay, 3 power 5. Yeah. You get 1,701. This one. Got it. Now, if you wanted to pick or if you wanted to pick your A as -7 and your ratio as -3, you can still get the answers. All right, so it would be T6 is equal to our A will be -7, open bracket, -3 the power 6 minus 1. So you have -7, open bracket, -3 to the power 5. Okay, so to get that, yeah, you still get the same value, right? This okay. I hope that is fine. You still get the same answer because of the negatives. You still get the same answer. 1701. Just to come back to the same. The next one is the sum of the first 5 terms. So now to find the sum, first we must look at R. So our R is our common ratio is +3 or -3. Or our R is equal to -3. So now you can see that in here, the first one here, R is greater than 1. So it means we can say S A R to the power n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. But in here, this is less than, so let's check. You can check the formulas here. So if it is greater than 1, you're going to use this. If it is less than 1, this is the formula we're going to use. All right? Formula we are giving to you. That is a matter of emphasis. If we want to take our ratio, common ratio to be -3, then we'll say Sn is equal to A 1 minus R to the power n divided by 1 minus R, and do any of that. Okay, so we can stick to the first one because we take R to be 3. So to be S5 for some of the first 5 terms. Okay, so S5 all right. So we are going to have S5 being equal to our first term is what? Our first term is 7. So we have let's just verify what we got here. Our first term is 7. So we have 7, open bracket, r is 3, 3 to the power 6 minus 1 divided by r minus 1, and our r is what? 3. So 3 minus 1. So what do we get? You can just use your calculator. That is 3 to the power 6 minus 1 by 7, yeah, divided by 2. Okay, so we have 7, open bracket, you can even do direct, 3 to the power 6 minus 1, close. Answer we divided by 2. So we get 5094. This is what we get. Okay, please, you can just take your time and use your calculator. All right. So if you want, for this one, you can easily say S6 is equal to, the first term will be -7, 1 minus -3 to the power, okay, let's check. Oh, okay. Take note, we are dealing with power 5, right? Not 6. You know why I'm stuck to 6. Supposed to be power 5. So here it will be power 5 minus 1. Okay, it means the answer will change. Yeah, so it will be so 1 minus r, so it will say 1 minus -3. Be able to find the answer. But we can collect this one. Okay? We can collect that. Okay, so when we work out this one, we're supposed to get S5 is equal to, when you calculate that, you're supposed to get 847. Or when you calculate this one, you're supposed to get -427. These are the applicable answers. And that's what you get the answers. Okay. All right. So that's that. You can go to B. Let's go to B. Okay. So okay. So we go to B. B, we have that our matrix P is equal to 7x negative x negative 2, 1. Now, they want us to find the value of x for which the determinant is negative 10. So you write the expression for the determinant, which is 1 by 7x. You multiply the elements in the major diagonal here minus the minor diagonal. So minus negative x by negative 2. But once we do that, the answer is negative 10. Okay, so when we multiply here against 7x minus negative x by negative 2, the positive 2x, x is equal to negative 10. This implies that 7x minus 2x equal to negative 10. Therefore, 5x, when you subtract 5x, 7x minus 2x is 5x equal to 10. Dividing both sides by 5, we find that our x is equal to negative 2. That's the value of x. So this implies that you can rewrite the equation before even as we do number 2, Roman numeral 2, it implies that P itself is equal to 7 negative 2, x is negative, then negative 2, then you put negative 2, 1. All right, so P is equal to negative 14, negative 2, 2, and 1. This is it. This is how we find the P. Now, this implies that to find the determinant, the inverse now of P, the inverse is 1 divided by the determinant of P by the adjoint. Adjoint of what? P. All right? Implies that the inverse of P is 1 divided by, remember, the determinant is negative 10. Okay, for the elements in the major diagonal, swap their positions. So you have got 1, negative 14. Then for these, you multiply by a negative sign. So you have negative 2 and positive 2. And you're done. This is your answer. That is our inverse. That is our inverse. So if you want to multiply, you can multiply. Okay, but we can even put the sign here. Okay, we go to question 3. We go to question 3. Question 3. All right, so question 3A explains that these two fractions as a single fraction in its lowest terms. So we are going to pick the denominators 1 minus 4k and multiply them. 1 minus 3k. Then So you cross multiply just. So it will be 9 by 1 minus 3k minus 8, open bracket, 1 minus 4k. Okay, this is 9 minus, well, 9 by 1 is 9, 9 by negative 3 is negative 27k minus 8, all right, minus 8 plus 32k, 32k, okay. You can divide, maintain 1 minus 4k, 1 minus 3k. So we can rearrange the terms, all right? So we can say negative 27k plus 32k, 32k plus 9 minus 8. So what do we have? 1 minus 4k down, 1 minus 3k again, brackets. Okay, good. So negative 7k plus 32k to get 5k plus 1. 9 minus 8 is 1. So 1 minus 4k, 1 minus 3k. And you get your 3 marks. Okay, so that's your answer. That's your answer. This one. Okay, B. A girl has 7 green apples. The green apples are 7, and the red apples. The red apples are 6. Total number of apples is 7 plus 6. It will give us 10. He picks one apple at random from the bag and eats it. Picks another apple and eats it. Draw a tree diagram to illustrate all the possible outcomes. So number 1, so we have got green and red. Okay, green and red. Okay, so okay, so we said green, 7, and then red, 6. Total is 18. Now we want to draw the tree diagram. So what we are going to do is to come up with a diagram with 2 arms or 2 branches like this. So this is green and this is red. Now since there are 2 selections, so it means on each we produce 2. So here we'll do this: green, red, green, red. Okay. Now in the first picking, we have got 13. We have got 13. All right. And in the second picking, since this one picked 1 and ate it, it means there will be 12 remaining. So as we pick for the second time, we'll be picking out of 12. All right, so in the first picking, there are 7 green apples and 6 red apples. And now, since one was picked, that is why the number is reduced. So we don't know which one was picked. So we'll begin to make an assumption. So what if it was green in the first picking? So it means as you go for the second time, the number of green apples will reduce from 7 to 6. You are making an assumption on it. Green. It means this red will remain the same as 6. Then from there, you come and make an assumption on it, on red. So what if it was red? Then the number of red apples goes from 6 to 5. Yet here it will get the original number. So this is your diagram, and you get your 3 marks. Okay, get your 3 marks. Go to B. What is the probability that the first apple eaten was green? This simply means probability that first one is green and the second one is red, or which is plus the probability that first one is green and the second one is green. So if you look at the first one is 7 over 13 by the red one is 6 over 13 plus the first one is 7 over 13. All right. Then the second one should be green also, which is also 6 over 13. All right. So this will give us 42 divided by 156 plus 42 divided by 156. Okay, so this will imply that we are going to have 84 divided by 156 then this will give you, when you reduce this, you have 7 over 13. You can use your calculator to reduce. All right, or you can say 84 into 84 is 1, into 156 is 13. Okay, it is then let's start at 84. Maybe we can say I use the direct on my calculator to reduce. Okay, I use direct. There's a provision where you can reduce direct. We can use the other symbol AB plus C. It will give you 7 over 13, or you divide it yourself. You can use 12. 12 can wait. All right, so 84 divided by 12 is 7. Then 156 divided by 12 is 13. So you get this one. Get that one as your answer. Okay, we go to question 5. We'll do question 4 in the next lesson because I need to have the instruments. All right. So the program below is given in form of a pseudocode. Okay. Begin, enter, end, so on and so forth. Draw a corresponding flowchart for the information given above. So the first word here is begin. So we'll write the word begin and put it in an oval. Then we put an arrow to join the next symbol. We are saying enter in. Enter in. Enter in with an arrow, of course. Then if is a condition. So as long as there's if, so bring a decision box. Okay. Okay, we can maybe start by writing it. We'll say, instead of saying if, we'll put a question. We'll say is n less than 0, right? Yeah. The answer is yes, it may be less than 0 or no, all right? So if it is less than 0, if it is less than 0, they are saying display error. So we'll say display error, all right? N must be positive. Okay, N must be positive. Then there's a else. If not, what should we do? Enter the formula. We say sum is equal to n slash 2 asterisk from bracket 2 asterisk a plus open bracket n minus 1 asterisk d. This is the formula for sum for the AP. So this is what we need. Okay. Then what we have? We can say there's always an end if condition, and if the computation, for example, is done, then display the sum. So come here and say display sum. Display sum. Then end. So end like that. That's it. And that's your answer. Get your 5 marks. All right. Then we go to question B. That is 5B. 5B. Okay, so we are saying solve the equation 8x squared minus 9x plus 2 is equal to 0, giving your answer connect to 2 decimal places. So the formula is always given. You have got x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So in this regard, our a is equal to 8, our b is negative 9, then our c is what? 2. So we do the substitution. X will be equal to negative, open bracket, negative 9, plus or minus square root of negative 9 squared minus It should be a minus. Yeah, so it should be minus 4 by our A is 8, then our C is 2. Everything here we divide by 2 times our A is 8. Okay, so x is equal to 9 plus or minus the square root of so when you work out what is in the under the root, you're going to get 17. Everything divided by what? 15. Okay. So x is equal to, the first one is you punch. Okay, I will put together 9. You punch 9. Okay, I'm trying to restart my calculator. So you punch 9 plus the square root of 17 direct. Okay, you get about 13 point something. The same answer direct divided by 2. So you're going to get 6.56155281281. You write it in the full, then round it off to 2 decimal places. After a point, you say 1, 2. You take 1 as 0 because it doesn't have any effect. 0 plus 6 is 6, so 5.56. Then, or we do it again, but with a minus. So we have 9. Nine minus square root of what? 17. You get about 4.87 something. Divide it by 16. Okay. So we'll get 0. So x will be equal to 0.30489884. This will be 0. When you round it off to decimal places, we'll cut here. Take 4 as 0. 0 plus 0, you have got that. So you have 3, 0 like this. Okay. Basically, that's what you need to do. You can always counter check. You may make an element when you're punching on your calculator. You can just counter check. All right. You can just counter check. Okay. So if I can counter check on the first one, I don't think I divided by 16. So I want to counter check the first one, which is 9 plus square root of 17. Yeah. I divided by 2. I don't know why it's supposed to be divided by 16. So when you divide by 16, the answer will be x. Yeah, so x will be equal to 0.820194 1016. We round it off to 2 decimal places to 0.82. This is our answer. Okay. Okay, so that's where we end for this presentation. In the next presentation, we'll look at question 4. Then the other presentation, we'll look at question 6, maybe up to 10. All right? Maybe up to 10. Please subscribe to our channel. Can you subscribe to our new channel where we are posting similar videos? All right? Okay. And if you want to contact us, you can contact us on 0978 56 88 76, 0979 67 88 09. These are our contact numbers. See you next time. Bye-bye.